Hey friends, it's Val again. For the longest time, I've always dreamt of inline skating well. Like not just have a hand in it, let's just try, see where it goes. No, I want to be good at it, like how this chick could dance on a pair of skates. I want to be able to do that, but I never had a chance to do it. When I was young, my parents couldn't afford me hurting myself. I couldn't blame them either. I was a really small, frail child. And now that I'm a man child, I can afford to hurt myself. So I've had two other instances in my past where I've tried inline skating. Once was in high school where a good friend of mine lent me his pair of skates. Well, he gave me his pair of skates. It was a Razor Aragon Pro 1. It was the first one, it was the grey one. It was an aggressive skate. I learned to run before you walk, right? Wasn't really good at it. I learned how to stride, learned the very basics. I learned a little bit of turning. But then I got ahead of myself and tried to do some tricks like jumps and grinds and went on rails and half pipes in the skate park. And I ended up hurting myself quite a lot. So I chucked it aside. I actually don't know where it is anymore. Anyway, fast forward in my late 20s, that same friend wanted to pick up skating again, so we picked up a cheap pair of skates because we're cheapskates. It was a pair of Decathlon called the Oxgelo or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it has soft boots. It has 78mm wheels, but it was good for a beginner skater. It was 40 bucks. It's 40 sing, so it's really cheap. Still wasn't very good at it. I jumped the gun by trying different things and hurting myself again, and then I chucked it aside. Seems to be a recurring thing, right? 2020, the pandemic happened. I tried to pick it up again. The same pair of skates. I went to practice at the park near my place, and I started the very basics, just try and get the strides right, get the turns right, get the stops right. I've gotten a lot more confident in my skills, and I tried to do long distance. So towards the end of 2020, when the lockdown eased up a little bit in my country, my friends and I went for our first expedition, or like long distance, right? In Marina Bay Sands, downtown Singapore, and East Coast Park. It was beautiful. I survived it, but I struggled for the most part because there was a lot of unexpected obstacles. People, twigs on smooth roads, like twigs will kill you. So after a few long distance runs with my friends, I realized that these soft boots on these skates won't get me far. I mean, it's a really good beginner skates, but it won't make it through harder stuff. So I got this, guys. This pair is from Rollerblade. It's a little bit more expensive. It's about 200 bucks. It's super sturdy. It's hard. It has really hard boots. It has 80mm wheels with better framing, according to them. I mean, it's 200 bucks. It's 250 bucks. So that's like 5 times more than my old pair. It's supposedly more sturdy, and it is. I could go longer distance, but the downside is that it's heavy. It's really chunky, it's heavy. It tires you out, but it protects the ankles. It gives you a little bit more confidence with the turns, with trying out things that you are not familiar with. I've skated with this for a while, but I'm still plateauing. So I've decided to try the 100-day challenge. But there's gonna be a method to this, right? I've done a 100 days challenge before. I did 100 days of climbing in 2018. It didn't end very well. I ended it in day 97 or 98. Really close, but I couldn't take it. By day 12, my body was screaming, so I was enduring pretty much for the rest of the challenge. The objective of that was to improve myself, but I don't think I've improved that much after 100 days of climbing. In fact, I might have gotten a lot worse. I don't think the body is meant to take that level of thrashing consecutively without rest. So I'm gonna give myself the first week, 7 days, to just go out there, just skate, and just see how I feel about it. And then after that, I'll come up with a schedule which includes the practice, conditioning work, the resting. I think resting is a really important one. Research and journaling. So if you like this video, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe if you want to. Ring the notification bell if you want to follow my journey. I'll be posting a video every day, and at the end of every 7 days, I'll post a summary of the week. So I'll see you guys soon.